Let's talk about striking. The most common attacks will be hand striking in Wing Chun. So one very basic one is the first hit punch you learn, which is a straight punch, like this, or like this. It comes out straight, like this, okay? So either if you're close range, you can be like this. If you're further away, like Bruce Lee kind of uses it like this as a straight punch. But it's a vertical fist instead of a horizontal fist. So you can do it like this. You can use it to slice into his attack. This, boom, slice in. See, this deflects him this way, and then this goes into the attack. Or you can slice in this way, boom, slice it in like that. So this deflects his punch. See how it's aiming at me right now? I use this to deflect it. Now he's aiming that way, and now I'm aiming at him, okay? So that's one way of using the straight punch. It's not just a punch, you're actually using your forearm to deflect. Or you can even use your forearm to control. Okay, another way to use this is use this in a chain blast, like this. So punch consecutively. So you see each little movement is actually controlling his arm. If the other arm gets in the way, I can grab this and then do another punch. Okay? You punch the face, but there's another really good target, which is the solar plexus. Okay? So you can punch him in the solar plexus like this. If you're further away, boom, like that. Left hand, boom, solar plexus. Okay? Or if you're on the side here, you can punch on the ribs like this, boom, like that. Especially if he's opened up like this, you can punch him in the ribs. Or if he's got like his arm horizontal trying to block you up here, you can grab it and punch his ribs here. So that is the straight punch. Technique number 2 is the bak sao, or the whisking hand. Okay? In the technique, in the form, we do this, right? Or in the Wing Chun tummy, we do this. Okay? So what this is really good for is for chopping the neck. Let's say he didn't remember the block. Well, I can easily chop him in the neck, in the throat, very sensitive area. Even big tough guys like this won't condition their necks and their throat. So all this muscle is, if you hit here, nothing happens, right? If you hit here, nothing happens. If you hit the throat, boom, like that, that's pretty painful, even for a big guy like Will here. So very effective. Another way you can use it is use it on this part of the nose, which is very sensitive. And what you do is you can go like this and then push it backwards to get his head back. And then you can make him do a takedown. I won't do all the way today because there's glass on the floor. So, okay. So either use it like really quickly, or you can use it, hit it in, and then push it back like that. So we want to roll it up the nose like that. So that's called a bak sao, whisking hand, or just a chop. Okay. Other ways you can use it is you use the reverse of it like this. Okay. Which brings us to the technique number 3 with the palm. So sometimes you want to hit the jaw like this, like on this side. You want to hit the jaw like this, and this technique, the diagonal palm, fits perfectly on the jaw here. And there's a lot of nerves on the jaw here that cause knockout. So if you go hit boom like this right on the jaw, you're using this part, the hard part of your palm. You're not using the middle because that's soft. Okay? So using the hard part, especially this little bone here, this little bone in the corner of your palm, and you're aiming that downwards, boom, onto the jaw here. And that can cause a knockout if you do it hard enough and fast enough. So boom, like this. Okay? So many people think that the palm is just for pushing and pushing. You can use it for that, but the palm is actually, you can use it for snapping down with the bottom of this thing, snapping down like this. So you snap down, bump, bump. Okay, instead of going pushing in, you're snapping down with your wrist. Okay, so that's the third technique, which is the palm. So you're not just pushing out, you're actually snapping down and out at the same time. Boom, like that, right into the jaw. So another way to use this is on the ribs. And I've actually accidentally broken somebody's ribs doing this before, so you gotta be careful, all right? So this is called a stamping palm. It's like a stamp, I don't know if people use stamps anymore, but you have a stamp, you put it in the ink, and then you kind of stamp it down, right? So you kind of roll it over the paper. That's what you want to do. You kind of start with your fingers and you roll it down. And what that does is that when you make contact with the person's muscles kind of tend to relax because it doesn't feel a sudden impact. So when you touch somebody like this, they kind of relax. And then boom, and then you put in the rest of the palm. Again, this part, then it actually lets the impact sink deeper into the target. So we can use it here, or you can use it at the ribs like this. Okay, don't do it in the stomach, nothing happens because there's no vital areas here. Okay, do it around the ribs. Okay, so knock the wind out here. That's what you want to do. Technique number 4 is the thrusting fingers, or the beauty. So this is very lethal because it's very fast. It's your longest reach because you have your fingers extended, but you have to be very precise. Because if you do this, then you're gonna miss. Do this, doesn't do anything to the body really, unless you like train for 10 years to condition your fingers. But most people, you can condition your fingers to a point where you can cause some damage to the eyes or the throat. Okay, so those are your 2 targets for beauty. Beauty means thrusting fingers. So you can go directly to the eyes, directly to the throat, to the carotid artery, or it's called like stomach 9, I think. So there are many soft points here, or you can go directly into the throat, the windpipe, which is here, the soft part. Okay, so those are good places. The windpipe, very soft. Even big guys like that can't condition them. Right here, okay, right here, the arteries here, okay, and obviously the eyes. Okay, so this is very fast. So this is very good for a first attack, like that. Okay, it's very hard to see. My hands are down. He doesn't expect me to attack. I'm talking to you, and then boom. So far, we talked about a lot of hand striking techniques. So those are the 4 hand striking techniques that are very common in Wing Chun and very practical and very useful. There's another technique using sort of the arms, but not the hand, is the elbow. Okay, so the elbow is used like this. Because his elbow is shorter, I can't reach him. You can reach him with a punch at our palm, but I can't reach him with elbows. So elbows are used for really short, close range. Okay, where I'm really too close to do anything here, especially if my hands are here. Okay, I can easily just bring the elbow up and boom, you see? It goes right over, okay? So elbows are very useful, like boom, or if it's really, really high like this, boom, boom, right into the ribs here, okay? So elbows, you can elbow across like this, or you can elbow from up to down, okay? Or you can elbow from down to up, okay? For example, you want to elbow the underneath of his arm, which is another pressure point here. You could go boom, okay? Bring it up. See, it's pretty painful. So, so across and up and down. And then also you can go up like this, up, okay? But if you're close, with this one, you can go across, up and down, or you can go up. Up, you can hit the, if you go up, let's say you're here, you can actually use this elbow, boom, go inside like that, boom, right? So there's many ways to use the elbow. In Wing Chun, mostly it's actually across and down. Wing Chun doesn't really do this, but actually pretty effective as well. So I go boom, right into the chest, or boom, right into the ribs, right? Use this sinking and spear action, the elbow spear, boom, like that. Wing Chun technique number 6. We talked about some hand attacks, elbows, and now we're going to show you some kicks. So in Wing Chun, there's not that many kicks, there's only a couple. So first one is just a tan ge, okay? So it's not a kick that I'm going to start here and then boom, like that. I'm not going to have that much time to go take this leg and kick him. I'm just gonna raise it from here, boom, right away, right on the knee like that, okay? Boom, very fast, or boom, on the groin like that. Or I can go boom, and then into the body, okay? So it's very hard to see, especially if you're farther range. Right? I can't reach him with my hands here, see? Even if I lean, it's kind of hard for me to reach. But look how close my foot is, boom, there, okay? So I can reach him, and then what that does is it drops his attention to the knee, and hopefully his guard drops, and then I can set it up for another attack up top, okay? Same thing goes for the groin, boom, he doesn't expect that, it's very hard to see, and then he's like, oh, right? It's a very natural reaction for guys. If somebody like just touches me, even just near the thigh, doesn't even have to be on the groin, somewhere near there, and they're gonna try to protect it, right? And then when that happens, boom, 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 chain punch, right? That's the first kick. Technique number 7 is the side kick. So this is used a little bit further distance because my straight tan ge reaches this much, but my side kick can actually reach farther. I can step back a little bit more, and I can still reach his knee because I can lean back a little bit, okay? And if I turn even more, I can reach him even further like this if I lean back more. So this is a long distance kick. In Wing Chun, most of the time it's used just diagonally. We don't, in the form, we don't actually go sideways all the way like this. But this is really useful too. Bruce Lee really loves this technique, the side kick. but it's used like this, same thing. So if you're a little bit further apart, you can't reach him with the tiger, then you can reach him with the diagonal side kick. Okay, especially if you're kind of standing not square to him, you're standing a little bit sideways, you can do a side kick like this to distract him down here. Boom, like that. Boom, and same thing happens. He drops his guard, and then hopefully you can come in with the attack. Technique number 8. Now we're going to go into a series of controlling techniques using your hands. So for example, we have a controlling technique like this that I showed you before, but now we're going to just use our hands to grab it. It's called a lap sao. We call it grab and pull. So I'm going to grab and pull and attack. So I can grab and pull, attack, grab and pull, and kick. So many different ways I can use the grab and pull. Okay, so this comes out and then his hand comes up to block it. They can grab and pull this way again. Okay, and I can attack here. So that's the lap sao. It's another controlling technique. Technique number 9 is another controlling technique. It's called tan sao. So what I do is I actually just flip it this way to control it. So I don't actually make a grab. I just use the wrist to control his wrist and then do this punch again. Okay, another way you use the tan sao is as a block. Okay, so he's coming in for the hook. I can block it like this. Okay, and I can punch like this. So I'm controlling his arm here, controlling his balance with this tan sao, and I can punch at the same time. It's called a zat sao, or the yanking hand. So it's very useful if you kind of get up here and then his energy is going forward. So what you want to do is kind of yank his energy down. See how he commits his energy? And now I use it to yank him down. And he kind of basically falls forward. Okay? So when he's falling forward, use that forward momentum to meet your fist. Boom, like that. So it doubles up the impact. He's falling into your fist and you're punching him at the same time. So it doubles on the impact. So this is called zat sao, like that. So you can use it like this way. So if he goes like this, you can use this hand to zat, or you can use this hand to zat. Okay? So either way, it's a sudden yanking motion that makes him fall forward. Is the pak sao, which is basically a parry. Okay? So I can use it offensively. I can go in there, boom, and then take control and punch. I can tuck in and then punch to control his arm and then punch. Or I can use it defensively, right? I just type parry, boom, 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 like that. So it can be used both defensively and offensively. The cool thing about the pak sao is that you can use it as an attack after you pak. So you go pak, right? You can continue and then use it as an attack at the same time. So you parried and then boom, you continue it. You continue the block and turn it into an attack and just let it go like this, okay? So continue as long as his punch is already redirected, then you can actually turn it into attack. So you show it this side, right? I used it to block your punch, and then see, I just continue it, let it slide, and let it turn into attack. This could be a buji that we showed you. This could be a palm, or, right, you can turn this into a punch if you wanted to. Are you following? Are you keeping up? Here we go. It's called a gan sao. So it's very useful when you did a lap and a punch, and then you want to clear this hand. So you gan, and then now you have this gan sao, and then you punch here. So gan means to separate. Another way you could use it is for against hooks, right? So gan sao. Okay, this blocks the low hook and lets you attack up here. Do another one. Boom. Okay, so this is useful. Okay, so another way to use this, if I punch here, I want to do the gan sao. I kind of switch it over to move his elbow and then punch him here. So gan sao is just this motion. It's called the separation motion. It's now combining your hand blocks with kicks. So for example, he's further distance away, he starts jabbing at you. You can block this up here and then do a kick here, okay? So he thinks you're up here blocking, boom, boom, he doesn't see this kick coming. Like just go, boom, boom, okay? So again, block, kick, and then punch, 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 okay? Technique number 13 is called the bong sao lap sao, okay? So this is pretty useful because if he punches me in the head, right, I can use it, I can throw this up to block. I have two defenses. If this one misses, then I have this one. So I have two defenses that he has to get through. And the cool thing is that this sets it up so that I can grab and then pull and back this. Okay? So I bounce out to deflect. I use the backhand to grab and do a lap sao. And I can use this with any technique. I can use the chop. I can use the back fist, which is just like the chop, except you use your fist. Okay? You can use a straight punch. Okay? You can use a kick, whatever you want to do. So it's called the bong sao, lap sao, and then attack. And this side, same thing, right? So bong sao, lap sao, attack. Okay? So again, I can bong sao, lap sao, attack. Okay? Bong sao, lap sao, attack. So if you do it really quickly, it looks very fast. Boom, boom. Okay, it's very hard to perceive. But what's happening is I'm doing bong sao, lap sao, and attack. Congratulations, you just finished watching my 13 Wing Chun techniques. Very dangerous techniques if you practice them. So you can practice them individually and eventually use them in combinations to perfect your martial arts. I'm David Wong, use the chi and prosper.